Hello everyone, welcome back to One United. Today is a very crazy day in football Twitter, I had to tell you, because I've been browsing all through Twitter and today is very crazy, very dramatic. It's a lot of stories I want to share with you guys, especially on Sancho. Right? But disclaimer, these are all sources not from mainstream media or any tier 1 sources. It's just the word, what's the word now out on Sancho, which I'm pretty positive. I know it's not from a tier 1 or mainstream media, but I'm feeling pretty positive about this, right? So I'm just gonna go right into it. Okay, firstly, story that a bid has been submitted from Manchester United to Dortmund, and the bid is 85 million upfront fee, which is going to be paid this season, and another 23 million pound next season. So that's in total, we make it 120 million euros, right? So that is the story coming out from today. Bid submitted, but there's no word as of now whether that bid has been accepted by Dortmund. But we all know that Dortmund want 120 million euros. So as long as United pay that money, I don't think they have any problem accepting it. Like I said in previous video, the only thing holding this up is that the payment structure. United trying using add-ons to reach the 120 million figure, but Dortmund want a guaranteed 120 million. So this bid, as per this source, is a guaranteed 120 million euros. So 85 plus 23, that makes it around 108 million pound. So that's 120 million euros approximately. So that is the big story coming out, but it's not from tier 1, right? But I'm quite confident on this source. I'm feeling a bit positive. I wouldn't say like really confident, but positive, because this source has got quite a few numbers of dealings or stories right. We've got to transfer this season, around 4 to 5 stories, and even make an announcement or reports earlier than some tier 1 like Fabrizio Romano. So I think this source have some credibility, I would say, right? I would say has some credibility, but there's a lot going on. I'm not gonna bore you with the details in the Twitter world, football Twitter world. And then another big story coming out is that United apparently will call the media. So I'm expecting it's gonna be, of course, it's gonna be UK or English media. Today they're gonna call them and they're gonna give a briefing, which they said is gonna what they're going to say is that the deal is off. They're going to say that they're going to ask media to publish stories for tomorrow or maybe the day after, is that the deal for Sancho is off. And you might be asking why they want to say that, why they want to do that, even though they said bid has been submitted and it might be accepted. High chance it's going to be accepted. I'm not really sure why United want to do that, but it is a PR stunt or PR, like I always said, PR activity or PR exercise, maybe to create excitement, or once we announce it, right? Like if we announce it, the deal's off, everybody was like frustrated, blah 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 blah, then suddenly poop, announced we get Sancho deals agreed, then it will create more excitement. So I think this is what is United trying to do with the media. The deal's off, or they wanted to, or another theory is that they don't want any more leaks, or maybe people try to dig the story up and sort of disturb whatever dealings they're doing with Dortmund. So that is a two theory, I would say, why they want to make a negative brief on this story, on this dealing with on Sancho, right? And there's also stories that someone from the mainstream media from the UK might have big info on Sancho, and it's a positive one, most likely a very positive one. So that's why I'm telling you guys I'm feeling very positive today, and we might see real huge update from credible sources or even mainstream media around this week. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Too many dramas happening here. But we'll see if there's really an update or brief. If there's a real negative story from the media tomorrow, especially UK media, on the Sancho deal. So that sources that I'm referring to is correct, because he said expect a negative brief done by United to the press. So it's, if a negative story really comes out tomorrow, then you can say that, we can almost confidently say that that means the deal is almost there, it's almost done. Okay, I'm not sure you guys really following. So again, I'm going to recap. Bid submitted. United will do a media brief today or tomorrow, depending, and it's going to be a negative one, stating that the deal is off or the deal is dead. And someone from the mainstream media might have a really positive story on the Sancho deal. So those are the three things that I get from searching around, digging around today. So I'm feeling pretty confident. If you ask me, I'm feeling pretty confident, because seems like the same pattern where United want to announce a player or they are close to closing a deal. If you can remember, the latest, the most recent being Bruno Fernandes, right? Before we really announce him, story that Glazer is not willing to sanction the move. Stories that suddenly Fernandes might go to Barcelona, Barcelona interested, and they might have come close to a deal with Sporting. So those kind of stories that happens with Bruno Fernandes. So it seems like the same story or the same situation might be happening with Sancho, or the same brief by United might be happening with Sancho. So we'll see. I'm feeling pretty positive. Hopefully this week is the week. Like I said, this week is the week. And I can agree with Sky Sport. I think, is it Sky Sport? Let me check. They said that I think I agree with the statement. Says that, let me check. Give me a second here. Yep. From Sky Sport, they saying that their opinion is that if we don't do it now, this season, this transfer window, we might never get Sancho at all. So I can agree with that. It's now or never for United. So this week is going to be a big week, especially with all of, I feel like Chelsea has strengthened really well, and other clubs, our rivals, Liverpool even have purchased, Arsenal have purchased, City have purchased, strengthened. So this is a really big week for United, and considering I think next week in September, early first week of December, we will start training, and there's only going to be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks before the season starts. So if there's no deal or business done this week with regard to transfer, I'm not sure what to say anymore. If there's no deal this week, I would take it as that we won't buy it or we won't get any new player at all in this transfer window, which is going to be really suck, right? So, but I'm feeling pretty positive now today. So expect big news or big movement or announcement this week. Okay, watch this post. I will keep you guys updated. So make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Click the notification button so you guys get notified with any new updates and new videos that I uploaded. So any new news, any breaking news, I will surely update to you guys as quickly as possible. Right? Okay. So that's on Sancho. Right? So moving on, Van de Beek. There's a possibility that United might go in for Van de Beek, because he has confirmed that he wants to come to the Premier League, and Ajax has confirmed that they are willing to sell for around 40 million euros. So since he said Premier League, so the only logical club or the only logical team that he can come and can afford him, I think the top of the list has to be United, right? I think City is packed with the midfielders, and they're not looking to strengthen in the midfield. Maybe I don't think Liverpool will. They have the money. They are looking for Thiago, making deals with Thiago Alcantara. I think they will get Thiago. So I think that would be their business for midfield. And then, like I said, Chelsea has been stacked up this transfer window. Almost, I think they're gonna end up purchasing almost like 7 players, because I'm hearing after all that dealings, they're still looking for another goalkeeper and centre back, even after Thiago Silva has come in. So I don't think Chelsea will go for Van de Beek. Arsenal certainly would not go, because they are looking for possibility of Thomas Partey. So I don't think they have the funds to get another player, and I don't think Spurs will do that deal. So I think United is in a prime position to get Van de Beek if we really do so want him. And there's also said that United are expected to make a bid very soon. I think, like I mentioned in the previous video, I think once we get this Sancho deal done, we'll move on to the next target. So I said before, the sources that say we might go for Grealish, but I'm not sure. We may, after this statement from Van de Beek and AX, who knows, we may go for Van de Beek instead of Grealish. So expecting more movement after the Sancho deal. So we wait for this week. So if the Sancho deals really happen this week, so I'm expecting new updates, more updates on other players that will come in, and I expect maybe around we might get 3 players. I think max. I think if we get 3 players, I think that will be good for this window. I think that will be good enough. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's spectacular or really good, but that would be satisfying window. So we get Sancho, we get another midfielder, either Grealish or Van de Beek, and I do still think Solskjaer wants a left-footed centre back. So I still think we will get a left-footed centre back. Like I said, previewing my show, Beno Abadiashi has been talked about. As even said, bits might be coming in, but no sort of as of yet. And also, when I get some digging and some research today, there might be that Pau Torres is actually United first choice, right? For Pau Torres from Valencia. So I think, like I said again, after this Sancho deal has been concluded, we might see an accelerated move for other players, right? So I'm expecting Sancho, Van de Beek, if you ask me, this is my personal opinion, and another left-footed centre back. Most probably will be Torres. So if we can get those 3, I think that is really good. That would be a really satisfying transfer window. So that's about Van de Beek. And on outgoings, apparently Roma has submitted bids for Smalling, around 15.3 million. That's around 70 million euros. So I'm expecting United to accept this bid, and I think this deal will be done very quickly. So a more reason for United to get another centre back. And if you've been keeping tabs on the Maguire story, just want to share something outside transfer window because this is a very interesting story on our captain Harry Maguire. So basically, a new story coming out today from mainstream media is that apparently his sister is being injected with, I don't know, any substance, and that caused her to pass out. And this 2 Albanian guy who injected her, try to kidnap her or bring her to somewhere else inside the van. So that's where all the commotion, all the fights started to happen because of that. So if that really happened, so I think Maguire has the right to defend his sister, and I think anyone in that situation would do the same. And you will get pissed if your sister is being done like that. So, but it's really amazing that when I read it for the first time, I was blown away because that is almost like a movie script, almost like a Taken. What was that actor's name? Forgot that actor's name. Taken. Taken. That when his daughter and his wife has been kidnapped. Yeah, I forgot the actor's name. What is that actor's name again? Liam Neeson. Exactly, Liam Neeson Taken. Script. Really incredible, that story. And the hearing is today, the court hearing, and Maguire doesn't attend. His lawyer attend on his behalf, and we may get more stories tomorrow on what happened during the hearing. Lastly, just in, I think you can read it on my headlines banner over there, the wording. I don't know which press it is, Quattro. I didn't have the chance to check it yet. Who is this? What is Quattro? What is this Quattro press? But apparently they're saying that United is considering to bring Messi in because, like we said, Messi might be leaving Barcelona. Right, so United is one of the clubs that have the financial power to get him. So the report said that United is looking at the possibility of bringing Messi. I call bullshit. So it's not happening at all. That is not a million years that will happen. I'll be shocked if it happens. You know what? If that happens, I'm gonna go bald. Yep, I'm gonna go bald. If that really happens, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna shave off my head. I'm sorry, my hair. I'm gonna totally bald if that really happens. So we just wait and see. Okay, last word. It's an interesting quote from a Napoli president, Fabrizio. I get it from Fabrizio Romano's tweet. He said that when asked about whether Koulibaly is staying or going, he said go and ask Manchester City, Manchester United, and PSG because they have the money. So that's really interesting quote or statement to make. I think Koulibaly, they are ready to sell Koulibaly. From that statement, that is obvious, right? And he's trying to find suitors. So he just mentioned three of the most richest club that has a big transfer budget. So I don't think there's anything in it. I don't think we're going for Koulibaly. I think he will end up at City, and I think Solskjaer would rather have a younger centre back than Koulibaly. I know Koulibaly is class, but looking at the way Solskjaer works, so I think he would prefer a younger centre back. That's why we're going for the likes of Torres, the likes of Gabriel, and Badiashile has been linked to us. Okay, so that's excuse me. So basically, that's it for today's video. Huge updates on Sancho. If I were to recap, huge update on Sancho, but not from mainstream or not from tier 1, but that's the word coming out from Twitter, football Twitter. So we wait and see if that's really a negative updates or reports from mainstream media tomorrow saying that Sancho deal is off. So if that really happens, I am really confident that we are closing on the deal with Sancho, right? And the deal will be announced officially this week. Maybe not unveiling of Sancho, maybe the deal, agreement might be announced this week. So big day again tomorrow. I'm gonna keep searching, keep digging, and I will update you guys tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow there's a positive updates. So that's all for today. So please like the video, put in your comments, anything you want to say. We're really interested to know what are your thoughts, especially on the transfer window. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, right? Because from my analysis, lots of you that watches our videos haven't subscribed yet, so please do subscribe. Right? Okay, see you next video. Bye bye.